Hi guys, welcome to Mbali Talks. In today's video, I actually want to share with you ways in which you can put your hair business online without actually having an online shop. As per YouTube tradition, please do hit the subscribe button below so you can join our community. And also guys, please do hit the like button so that this video can keep showing up in the faces of people who could actually use this information. And also watch the video so that you can leave me a comment in the comment section to tell me which part of the video actually spoke to you the most. Without wasting any more of your time, let's get right into it. The first way that you can actually put your business online without you actually having an online business is for you to practice what you preach. What this basically means is the fact that if you're going to run a hair business, say for example like the one that I do online, you will need to keep showing up in front of people daily with the hair that you actually want people to buy. I don't know how many times I've actually found customers from just merely using their hair and always trying my best to look good, because people are going to stop you on the street outside your own friends to say, hey, this is such a lovely wig, where can I actually get it, or where exactly did you buy it? And then that's your opportunity to gain a new customer. But if every time you're going to show up looking all good and the hair is really good and you're walking around with hair that you bought from this brand and that brand, and then you're going to convince people that, oh, I actually sell hair, the first thing they're going to say, is this your hair? And you say, no, but actually the conversation ends there immediately. No one wants to buy from someone who's actually not using their product. Even when I started Crown Necessity, the first people that I was able to sell to, which were basically my friends, bought from me because they were seeing the quality of the hair that I actually started using. And this doesn't mean that they actually didn't have brands that they were actually buying their hair from. But I can imagine that they must have thought to themselves, you know what, here's somebody whose hair we can actually touch and feel and whose quality we're actually happy with, therefore is somebody that we're willing to give our money to. You cannot sell something that you are not willing to use yourself. This is why most of the time at Crown Necessity, when people complained about the price, I didn't even feel bad, because I thought to myself, this is quality hair. I like using quality hair. I'm not about to sell someone lesser quality just so that they can pay less, and then they're going to come back and say, oh, I bought this hair from Mbali, but look at the hair that she uses compared to the hair that she sold me. No, no, no. Do not try to cheat your customers by buying great quality hair at a higher price and then coming back to sell them cheap quality hair at a lower price. You're going to find yourself in a situation where people are always complaining about your hair. And because you're a small business, word of mouth is one of the biggest ways that you're going to get known out there on the business industry. So you want to make sure that you are actually selling to people the same quality and standard that you use yourself. The second way that you can actually put your hair business online without you having an online shop is for you to have a dedicated page for it. This basically means whether you're on Instagram and or on TikTok nowadays and or even on WhatsApp, you want to make sure that the postings that are on those pages are actually postings that relate to the hair. Whether you're doing videos like I sometimes do, or you're taking pictures, or you're sharing pictures of people who've actually bought hair from you, you want to make sure that you have a dedicated page. Of course, my advice for you is, before you can actually have a dedicated page for your business, start out with your own personal page. Start posting more of the products that you sell. Start posting more of the hair that you're actually selling, and maybe post questions like, would you like this hair? Or how much would you be willing to pay for this hair? Etc. This will create an interest in the people that are already following you, enough for them to be willing to follow your actual business page by the time that you actually launch it. And honestly guys, the hair business is not a fly-by-night business where you're just going to show up once and then expect people to give you their 2,000 rands in order for you to be able to supply hair. No, you need to show up every day. You need to show that you're a dedicated business lady and or a businessman who is willing to run this business every day by posting every day on the platforms that you've decided to choose, by actually creating a variety of the content that you're posting. Post pictures, post videos, post behind the scenes of you packaging those products and selling to other customers. In this way, especially online nowadays, you're going to find you're creating a lot of traction for your business without you even actually having an online business. This will also allow people to want to click that contact button that is on your Instagram page so that they can actually chat to you via WhatsApp. And when they get to WhatsApp, I'm not even going to tell you guys how to set up a WhatsApp business account. No, this is something you should know by now. If you don't, please do go and research about it and also watch some of the videos that I've done on how you can actually put your business online. But what I'm basically trying to say is, by the time that someone gets to your WhatsApp, you should at least have a catalog if you're selling hair with potentially prices of the hair that they're going to expect from you, so that the person can find that even the WhatsApp conversation is easier. Not only that, but it will make you come across as a business person who is legit, who has set proper business processes in place for people to be able to buy from you and therefore help to grow your hair business. The third way that you can actually put your business online without you actually having an online business is to dedicate yourself time and effort for you to be able to create content for your business. A hair business requires you to be able to show that you're somebody who's living the kind of life that comes with actually owning a hair business. This involves content on videos of how you can actually maybe style the hair, videos showing you actually washing the hair so that you can show people that this hair is not sensitive to something like water and or shampooing, and that the hair will not cringe or whatever. This will also involve you doing maybe even TikTok videos of you telling people about your business, telling them what you're selling so that they can actually follow your page and or follow your business pages even outside TikTok, like on Instagram. If you're a business right now and you don't have Instagram Reels, I really don't know what you're trying to achieve. Like, honestly, guys, and to be quite honest, I'm not a big fan, and or am I the person who feels like I want to wake up every day and do content and create this video? I'm not. But I do understand that we're now living in a world of digital marketing, digital advertising. Therefore, as a small business, even if you're not going to create videos every day, but at least create one video a week for your business. What Instagram Reels has done for me, which I've actually seen, is the fact that even if people are not going to buy, but they are going to follow your page, which basically means any potential followers that come onto your platform are going to realize, oh hey, this person actually has, say, maybe over 10,000 followers, therefore this page must be a legit page. You do want to create that kind of reputation for your business. So the more consistent content that you're creating for your business, the better for you. And again, if you feel like you are not a person who wants to create content, then I've got the deal for you in the next point. So another way that you can actually put your hair business online without actually having an online shop is to use what all other big businesses are using right now, even though you're a small business, to make sure that you are getting the word out there. It is to use influencers. When I started my business, I was a bit skeptical with using people that are going to actually influence my business, and I feel like that's kind of what backfired on me as a small business in the hair industry. Hair requires a lot of content, guys, and if, like in point 3, you're not someone who wants to wake up every day, do videos, do behind the scenes, then your best bet is to gamble with influencers. And I'm using the word gamble lightly because when you're going to use influencers for your business, you do need to make sure that both parties, you as well as the influencer, understand the terms of the contract. If there are people online that you're seeing and you're following, they don't even need to have, say, maybe 10,000 followers. But let's say maybe they have 5,000 followers and you follow them every day. You feel like, you know what, I love this person's content. They are always looking fresh. They're always looking good. Then possibly that person is your potential influencer for your business. Especially if it's someone that you can see they actually use the kind of product that you're selling, aka hair. All you have to do is reach out to that person and say, hey, would like to offer you free hair in exchange for maybe 1-minute video and or maybe 5 pictures that you can share for us so that we can use on our platforms. Most likely than not, people are going to be willing to do that for you in exchange for free hair. And I'm saying free hair because as a small business, you don't really have the financial muscle in terms of cash for you to be able to hire influencers, which is why it wouldn't make sense for you to go for high-end influencers. But you do have a product that you can give to someone for free so that they can actually create the content for you that you can now get back and use on your own page. And I know sometimes feel like, oh my goodness, influencers, they take our products, they don't do anything about it. That does happen sometimes. Unfortunately, it's just part of the lessons that you go through in a business. But most likely than not, if you select people that have the personal blog tab and or the digital creator tab, even though they have less than 5,000 followers, that person is someone who's also looking for products and or content that they can actually have on their page to post so that they can start influencing their own audience. So they are more likely to be honest and diligent with the work that you would have given them in the form of a free week for them to be able to create content. So it's definitely one of the things that I would really consider as a small business as a way for you to be able to put your own business online without actually having an online shop. You might be wondering why I feel like I'm against online shops. I'm really not, guys, but I just feel like sometimes as a small business, you don't have 500, maybe even 700 rand now monthly to pay a platform like Shopify. And even if you decide to go for a cheaper and or a free website hosting platform, most likely you don't even know how to run that online platform, because unlike Shopify, there are no tutorial videos. You don't know how to change a picture, how to put descriptions, how to put sales, how to put this and that. So my advice for you is, before you can go and say, hey, we've launched an online shop, just try to sell your business online a lot without necessarily doing an online shop in the different ways that I would have suggested for you in this video. Now, for my last point. So one of the best ways that you can actually put your hair business online without you having an online shop is to create sales and discounts, either when you're launching your business and or as you're running your business. Please note, I did not say do giveaways, and I'm going to tell you what my experience with giveaways is, which is why I don't believe that they are the way for you to go, especially if you're a small business. The idea of using sales and discounts is something that I can vouch for on any day. Like literally, even at Fashion Couture, which is the clothing company that I actually own, when we want to either get rid of old items and or we're trying to really push a garment that we feel like has not performed as well as we thought it would, we just put it up for sale. And this might seem like a counterproductive step when it comes to making money in your business, but it's actually not, because at a minimum, what gets to happen is you either get back the money that you should have spent making the product, and or you're also going to get the following of people who are just there only for sales. However, all that money that then trickles into the business is money that goes into your business account that you can now have as cash flow sitting in your bank for you to decide how you can actually use it to reinvest in your business to grow your business. But if you withhold products that are not moving, and or as a small brand you decide never to have sales, you are probably going to struggle with, one, capturing people online. There's specifically people that sit online waiting for companies and or brands to run sales. Those are your catching customers. And two, you're going to find yourself in a situation where you're not sitting with old stock for too long to a point where it ends up becoming irrelevant. You want to create sales and discounts for your business to capture customers, to bring people in. This is a known way for people to be able to keep their customers and or to even have people come back to buy, because if a person buys from a sale and realize that, oh my goodness, I actually like this brand or the hair product that you've bought from you, they are more likely to come back and buy another hair product at an actual retail price besides just the sale price. Not only that, you want people to have your product in their hands so that they can actually have something that they can recommend to other people around them as per word of mouth, to say, this is the business that I bought from. But sometimes you will not be able to achieve that if you never have any discounts or sales. And now, let's get back into the giveaway situation that I spoke about at the beginning of this point. Guys, as a small business, it might seem like a great idea, but unless you're in collaboration with other brands, like maybe a big influencer and or another complementary brand to your hair business, say maybe someone who runs a wig, a product business, don't do a giveaway. In our experience, the only thing that giveaways have done, especially if you don't yet have a stable customer base, is just for you to give away free product that never rewards you with anything, including even advertising. So you might be thinking to yourself, if I do a giveaway, a lot of people are going to come and follow my page and share the page, because part of your giveaway requirements is for people to share that content on their stories and on their profiles. But there are people online that specifically wait for you to give a giveaway, and when you go onto the pages, they honestly don't have any followers that would ever come back to be customers for your business, and or they don't even have the kind of following that you want to come to buy from your business, because that's also another factor. You want to attract people that are actually in the target market that you're actually trying to attract with your business. So what we've experienced in the giveaway is somebody's going to share the picture, but you find that they have a lot of bots that have actually gone and liked their post and or that story of theirs, such that if you're using the number of likes as a measure for who the winner is, you're going to find yourself making someone win for absolutely nothing. I remember the one time we did a hair giveaway on Crown Necessity, and we got some bit of slack from people who thought, you know what, but I had so many likes. Because in all honesty, when we reviewed their pages, the likes were bots. They were not actual pages, which means with regards to the business itself, getting any customers and or any exposure, it was going to be useless to make them the winners of that competition. So my advice for you when it comes to giveaways, I would rather advise you to do discounts in order for you to get your business out online than for you to actually do giveaways, because as a small business working all on your own, you might actually end up attracting people that are not even going to benefit your business in the form of sales and or referrals. If you haven't already joined our community, please do hit the subscribe button, and also please hit that like button again so that it can help for this algorithm of this video. Otherwise, please do leave me a comment in the comment section and tell me which part of the video spoke to you the most so that we can keep this trend going. Other than that, I've come to the end of this video and I'm going to see you guys in the next Mbali Talks video. Cheers.